Hello. So, do you know a divisibility rule for 37? Well, to determine if some number is divisible by 37, we can do the following. We can delete the first digit, and then we can add whatever we just deleted to the digit 3 places further in. We then do the addition. If we have any carries, we do those carries. And then the original number is divisible by 37 only if the new number we get is also divisible by 37. What? That sounds really weird. So for an example, here we have 348,022. So we are going to delete the first digit, here 3, and then we're going to add 3 places further in. So just add here, we have, 4 plus 0 is 0, 8 plus 0 is 8, 0 plus 3 is 3, 2 plus 0 is 2, 2 plus 0 is 2. So we have 48,322. I don't know if that's divisible by 37, so then we can delete the 4 and then add the 4 3 places further in to get 8,362. And then do it again. We can delete the 8. We add 8 3 places further in. So now we'd have, 2 plus 8 is 10. So we'd have, an explosion or a carry. And then we'd have 0 dots or 0 here, right? And then we'd have a 6 plus a 1, which is 7 and 3. So we get 370. And 370 is clearly 37 times 10. So that would, I guess, mean that the original number here, 348,022, must also be divisible by 37. What? That's really weird. Why? Why would that work? And this might not be the most, if we get a 3-digit number, in this case, 370, that's pretty clear. But let's say we got maybe, 555, for instance, which 555 is divisible by 37. That's actually 15 times 37, but that might not be as obvious. So this might not always, be the best way to check. But this is, I guess, if this always works, this is really weird. So we want to know why. Why does this work? So we are going to explain this with exploding dots. Now, why? So I guess a check here, right? That our this number actually is divisible by 37. We can check this because 37 times 9,406 is indeed equal to 348,022. Okay, but what we're going to use to show why this always works is 37 times 27 is actually equal to 999. So 999 is divisible by 37. And we can actually look at 999 in a 10-to-1 machine. That would be, 999 dots, right? Or 9 dots, 9 dots, and 9 dots. But we can also think of 999 as, 1,000 minus 1, right? 999, that's the same thing as just 1,000 minus 1. And 1,000 minus 1 in a 10-to-1 machine, that would be 1,000 is 1 dot in our 4th box over, and then we have a minus 1, or we have an anti-dot in our rightmost box. Okay, so here we have 999 in our 10-to-1 machine. Now here I have represented our example of 348,022. So that's 3 dots, 4 dots, 8 dots, 0 dots, 2 dots, and 2 dots, which we're saying is divisible by 37. How can we see this? Well, we can't. The fact that we know we only care if our number is divisible by 37 or not. So we're asking like a yes or no question here. So if we add in, as if our original number is divisible by 37 and we add, more multiples of 37 or subtract multiples of 37, that's not going to affect if our original number is divisible by 37 or not. Aha. So what we can do is, knowing that 999 is 1 dot, 0 dots, 0 dots, and an anti-dot. That's 1,000 minus 1. What we're going to do is we want to, again, the rule here that we say works. Well, we saw one example it works, but we're going to show this always works. But what we want to show is that we can delete the first digit. So in this case, our first digit is a 3, right? So we want to delete our first digit. So, okay, I don't want to put in a dot. I want to put in an anti-dot, or in this case, 3 anti-dots. So, but wait a minute. So I don't want to add in, 999, because that would be adding in a dot, and I'm going to have more dots. I want to delete that first digit. So what if we add, instead of 999, what if we add the anti-version of 999? So instead of 1 dot, no dots, and then an anti-dot, we're going to add in an anti-dot, no dots, and then a dot. That would be like subtracting 999, or adding the opposite of 999, which is not going to affect if our original number is divisible by 37 or not, because 999 is divisible by 37. So therefore, we are going to, if we just had 1 dot here, then we would add in an anti-dot, and then we would have no dots, and then a dot, right? Okay, but we have two more dots. We have 3 total dots in our first box. So therefore, we have to have 3 anti-dots in that first box. Okay, and then, well, we need 2 more copies of 999, or the anti-version of 999. So therefore, we're going to have 2 dots in our box, 3 boxes down. So we're deleting the first, right? We're deleting whatever that first digit is, and then we're adding to it, right? 3 boxes down. And that's not going to affect if this number is divisible by 37 or not. So then, right, the first box is then gone. We're just looking at now, starting at our next box over, which has 4 dots in it. So we want to delete that digit. That's a digit of 4. So therefore, we want to add in 4 anti-dots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, well, again, we want the anti-version here. So now we want a dot, well, in this case, 4 dots, right? 3 boxes down. So 1, 2, 3 boxes down, and we add in 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now that box is now gone. Now we're looking at this box here. Well, we have 8 dots here. So I want to delete all those dots. So I want to add in 8 anti-dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then, well, I want to add in 8 dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now again, we deleted that box, but now what happens? Oh, I have 10 dots. Like, I just added 8 dots into my last box. I already had 2 dots there. So now we have 10 dots in our rightmost box. Well, this is a 10-to-1 machine. So therefore, whenever we have 10 dots in any box, they explode. Kapow! Kapow! All these 10 dots explode and become 1 dot, 1 space to the left. And now, what number do we have? Right? These dots are all gone, right? I have a bunch of annihilations. So this box is annihilated. This box is annihilated. This box is annihilated. And therefore, now we just have 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots and 0 dots. So we have 370, which we can tell is divisible by 37, which means the original number must have been divisible by 37 as well, because again, we're just adding in multiples of 37, right? 37 times 27 is equal to 999, and we're adding in, well, in this case, we're subtracting or adding in the anti-version of 999, which will not affect if the original number is divisible by 37, because 999 is divisible by 37. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Yeah, and that shows why this divisibility rule 437 works, and we can see it plain as day with exploding dots. Take care.